Hi everyone, it's Kerri. We are at Kirklands today. The Kirklands location that we are at is in the Kissimmee area. It's in an area called The Loop, just south of Orlando. We're going to go in and see what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy you're all here. I will tell you ahead of time, there's no Halloween, there's no fall, there's no anything. It's just summer. One of you had asked if I had seen any fall, so I figured we'd come in, but that's the heads up. So they do, however, have a huge sale going on right now. So there is a lot of items that are 60% off. So these candles also 60% off. And I know they say like teacher best mom, stuff like that. You could either buy those, put them away, or just twist the sticker around and no one's going to know that it was for a holiday. These are $15. These are not holiday specific up here. There's just some really pretty taper candles. We've got 50% off all of the outdoor pillows. Let's see. So they're definitely making room for all the fall stuff coming in. That one was $30 for that single pillow. So technically $15. So we got our 50% off. This one is full price $50, so you got $25 on that one. And then there are 3-wick candles right now. All of these spring and summer fragrances, these are $5.20. They have some pretty good fragrance candles in here. And then they had the wax tarts also. Those were on sale. So in the coordinating fragrances for spring and summer, the full price on that is $4. And then they have the glass diffusers. They had these area rugs here. I thought these were a fantastic deal. These are $40. They're really pretty gray-white, a slight shaggy rug. Got some decorative bowls over here. These are $36. Got $24 for these big signs. Hopefully you can see these. I try to tip them a little bit to take a little bit of the glare off so you can read that. And we've got some little boards over here. These have initials on them. Let's see what the full price was here. So we're $20 before the 60% off. So there are some really good deals to be had right now. I imagine, based on the amount of inventory that they still had in the store, I think we're probably a couple weeks out from fall really kind of hitting the Kirkland stores, at least my Kirkland stores. I know a lot of you up north are getting these things in your stores because other people that I watch on YouTube, they're showing a lot of inventory in their stores. I have loved this tray all season. Really wish I knew where I could use something like this. It's $40. I just think it's super pretty. I love the scallops on it. So $40, then you knock your 60% off. Got some artwork over here. These are $30 before the sale. Lots of floral options. We've got some farm animals. Love those. This one is kind of neat. It's a picture frame with the horses in there. That's a really cool piece. $35. I don't think I'd seen that piece before. And we have lamps that are also part of the sale. More art, more lamps. These florals over there are really pretty. Let's see, how much was the full price on this lamp? Was $130. And then these were $25. We've got some 30% off over in this area. Oh, actually, it's 35% off the entire store. And I know that says the July 4th, but that sale is still going on. And today is Sunday, June 22nd. Just in case you were wondering the date in terms of finding the sale on these. This lamp, normally $140. It's a really pretty lamp. Now, so the whole entire store is 30% off, and then they've got the 60% off items, and you can't combine those, just so you're not getting 90% off, so we don't. That'd be a pretty wild sale though. These are $18. This tray, this is, so $30 would have been the full price. I like that. That's a good size, nice sturdy basket. Have a nice little tray. I've got these kind of black and natural. Let's see, do we have two different prices? Bear with me here. I'm seeing just one price tag attached. So $35. It's looking like, yeah, it's looking like it's $35 for both. They're attached together. Those are pretty cool. We've got lots of beautiful blue pillows. Let's take a look at this one. Normally $40. There's a lot of really pretty detail on that. We've got all these decorative bowls. These are all also 30% off. These are a little bit too heavy for me to pick up out of here, but I want to just look through the patterns. They've got some beautiful options in here. I love this one with the natural rope handles. This one is still my favorite. I really, you know, I haven't bought one yet, and it's just one of those, I take forever to make a decision on things, and then I'm super frugal in the process, so I always think like, really, do I need this? So this blue one, I want you to kind of think about this for a minute. If you watched my Pottery Barn video from just a couple days ago, they had these same exact blue pottery pieces. This one is $30. So there's a lot of things in here that kind of like decorative, from a decorative standpoint, kind of cross that. We saw these pieces very similar over at Pottery Barn. So these are 17. So if you're kind of going for the look, but you want to do it a little bit more on a budget, I've got some seashell candles here. I could not see the price on that one. Sorry about that. Sometimes the price tags are just too small, even if I cracked out my reading glasses. This piece I think is super cool. It's wood. It's $80. It's really large, super unique. And again, think about the Pottery Barn videos. They had little kind of containers similar to this. Theirs were, I think, a little bit bigger, but that linen look container. So this is a 2-pack for $50. And they did have them in the cream and the blue, much the same. So just if you're trying to find an alternative to the same look, I do think Kirklands is a great store to go to. They have really nice pottery pieces. This one is only $15 full price. And they had them in all these beautiful colors. It's the cream, the green, really good choices in there. Then we have little bud vases up here. These are $4. Got some pretty options up here. How much is this one? $15 before the discount. This one is $20 before the discount. This one is $30. Sorry, I try to go super slow with a lot of these glass pieces. One, I try to make sure that I have a secure hold on it first. So if it ever looks kind of funny when I'm picking something up. That is a 3-pack, and that was $20. I love this, by the way. I thought that was super fun. My grandkids, it's $30 before the sale. They love playing tic-tac-toe. This piece was kind of like inside the shelf. I couldn't get to the price on that one, but it was neat. We've got some sea turtle art, some ocean items. They've got such pretty artwork in Kirklands, and again, 30% off. They do have a lot of 60% off items too. More kind of beachy ones back here. So I've not seen these hurricanes before. So it's glass, scalloped all the way around, and it sits on a wood base. I thought that was really neat. These are $30. You could put like an LED candle in there. That would be really pretty. These were the only tart warmers that I saw in the store. These are ones that all had the initials on them. They did have one of the, I actually had purchased it. It's the one that was to the far left. It had kind of that natural weave in it. I've not seen this chair in the store before. It's pretty neat. It's got a very modern fabric on it. So these are 40% off. So 40% off of $600. You guys see that? There we go. That's better. Beautiful floral artwork back there. And there's a very small scale recliner over here to the left that we'll take a look at. So this one is $600, 40% off. So when I say small scale, I'm going to say it's almost pushing kid size. And if I say generous on a chair, I'm saying more like plus size comfort on chairs. These are $25 full price. I've got all those really good candle holders up there. $20. I like a good cozy chair, so I fall more in the category of I like a generous size chair. They've got these really cool, these are all iron down here. And we did see iron candle holders also at Home Goods right now, has a bunch of them, but theirs are in like circles and oval shapes. At $20, it might be kind of cool to mix and match. The large ones were $25. That kind of mid-size was $20. The bottom ones were $15. I've got some artwork over here. This one is $25. So these are funny. They're kind of tricky. They look like they're going to be heavy porcelain, you know, kind of heavy glass frame. They're not. They're very lightweight. They are $20. There is a pink one in that series, so your store may have it, but it is blue, green, pink. This one's neat. It's got the linen look background. That one is $20. We did see something similar to this at Pottery Barn, so this 3-pack is $110. And you know Kirklands, they always have great picture frames to kind of put all your family pictures in. I think these are acacia wood. Those are really neat. They have all their kind of wood, metal. We'll kind of browse around in here and see what they still have that's on sale. Full price on that is $50. That one has a linen background and then has that kind of decorative medallion in the middle. That's really cool. And the trees on this one were metal. I thought that was fun. I love these chunky, I'm going to call them architectural pieces. That's kind of just what they are to me. It's something that really adds, I think, a lot of character to a space. Oh, that's really pretty there. I love the green and the black on that also. And then we've got their big prints. We'll kind of go through some of these back in here. The blue and gold is pretty. Currently in the place where we are, the apartment that we're in right now, I have nothing on my walls. It's kind of driving me a little crazy, but I don't, again, I'm slow to make decisions. I'm one of those, like, I really have to look at something and go, I absolutely love that before I commit to purchasing it. Really pretty landscape pieces in here. That one is $300 up top. That's really pretty there too. That one almost looks like it has, like, I don't know, I'm seeing like angel wings in that one, which is kind of interesting. It's probably not what it was supposed to look like, but if you're like me when you're like looking up at the clouds and you're like, oh look, there's a teddy bear There's different shapes and things. This is a really pretty little cafe picture. I love the blue in the top, this top one up here. I think that's absolutely beautiful. I love this mirror with the three little birds looking in. Isn't that super sweet? That one is normally $50 full price. And then they do have some clearance in here. That one was $8 for the little dogs running around. This one here is, what is that one there? Right about $20. So definitely some good sales in here. Plus these were also ones that you could take that extra 30% off. I thought this was really pretty. Also, so this one's $20 full price. I love this nice chunky frame. I'll kind of zoom in there so you can see that. That one's really pretty, and then 30% off of that. Let's see, what is this one? Definition of Peace. Ooh, I like that one. So full price is $20. And if you need to pause that so you can read, I'll kind of zoom in a little bit for you there. They've got some other really pretty choices in here. And then 30% off of the lamps. Kirklands has some of the, I will say, like nicest, I just love their lamps, but their floor lamps are very substantial. So these are $180, just meaning that it has a really, they typically have like really good bases and nice lamp shades. I think these are really cool. They're rectangle shades. These are $90 full price. And again, I think their lamps are priced correctly for what we're seeing in the market right now. Those two lamps right there match that floor lamp. It's your very coastal. It's a very tropical lamp here to me. These have a nautical feel to them. Let's see, am I able to see? Sorry, some of the price tags on those are a little hard to get to and then kind of overexposed with the bright light in there. Really pretty bases on these lamps over here. These are really large black bases. Those are really cool with that neutral color shade. These up top, these are blue. They're like a blue glass. And we have some ottomans on sale back here, some little footstools. So we've got, this one is $42. This one is now down to $66.50. These are really firm, which I prefer in a footstool because they just don't get smashed down that fast. These down here, $42, these are a little smushier. We have our buffet style lamps, just meaning that they're like really tall and more narrow. So we have a clearance one in here. Is this one right about $30? It is. It's got a really good kind of patina on there. We'll zoom in and look at some of the bases on these. This one has a really pretty scallop shade. And it's got that glass piece right there. And then it's green, so it's $40. And it's green with some gold coming through. I hope the camera can pick that up for you. We've got some nice, just classic black bases on these. This one to the right is just a classic black. That one's $50. The one to the left of it has a little bit of a gold patina in it. That one is $30. You'll see that kind of gold in there a little bit. And then this one here with the cream also has that kind of like gold pulling through it. These are $30. Got some pretty blues up top there. This one here to the right, that is a large base lamp. That one is $90. Just a good cream color. This one here has really kind of pretty gold coming through it. almost a little bit of kind of green and blue in there mixed. And we've got, I think these are little bees on here. Those little bees are butterflies. Those I think are butterflies maybe. Someone let me know in the comments. You guys are always good on seeing things sometimes, or I might call it the wrong thing. This one is $60. And then over here on clearance, these are your 2-pack and 3-pack. So this 2-pack is $32 for 2 lamps. Absolutely beautiful, and that's a great deal. This one is the white distressed, so it's the floor lamp and the 2 side table lamps. So then this would also be 30% off. Your big cabinet. I'm sorry, this one is 40% off. So we've got 40% off. Yep, that's right on the furniture. So $900, then take your 40% off. This one has good storage inside. Just a nice classic black container. These bar stools, I love that kind of plaid pattern on top. Normally $200. There's definitely a lot of really good deals in here. I love these little puppies right here. This also does look like my little Leia, which is my little spicy dog. She's our kind of wild woman. We have 2, Leia and the other one, her name is Gucci. I've got some dog treats there with the whole little puppy kind of diving in there. These are all 60% off in here. Little bone basket here. This one is $40. They also have the cat one right next to it. I'll show you that one in a second. There's the cute little cat one. I'll be sad to see this set go. I think it's so fun. It's so vibrant. The little orange pillows on here. But yeah, we'll just take a look at a little bit of this before we head out. But yes, no fall, no Christmas yet. We'll give it a couple weeks. I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with still being in this, you know, kind of the swing of summer. And with that, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. I love chatting with you in the comments. If you're new, stop by, say hello. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone, and be safe.